and welcome to the Old Man Orange podcast. I'm Spencer Scott Holmes.
And I'm Ryan Dunigan. And sorry I missed out on doing a Christmas thing. Just got a little weird during the holidays. Actually,
I don't really care about doing a Christmas. I'm one of those people, I really just don't give a flying fuck about holidays at the end of the day.
I like Christmas. It's not because, we get gifts. Not even that. I don't know. I just like Christmas. But I realize Christmas is this thing, because we always talk about how everything's writing off nostalgia. As you get older, Christmas is totally about trying to write off this nostalgia from when you were a kid. Because, remember this Christmas? You're going to get Christmas traditions and all that. And thinking about, because we were watching some of the old Christmas movies. There are some that hold up still. Like
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way, Home Alone.
Die Hard.
Of course, Die Hard. You can't
Lethal Weapon.
Gremlins.
Yeah, all the really good Christmas movies.
Those hold up, but the
Christmas Vacation.
Well, let's just put it this way. The better ones are movies that aren't really Christmas movies. They just happen to take place at Christmas. Yeah. Like Gremlins, like Die Hard, like Lethal Weapon. But the thing about it, though, is watching them, I realize that there are some Christmas movies that you still just kind of give a pass, just with all the memories behind it. Because we watched, for the first time in years, watched the claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I haven't seen that in fucking years.
Holy shit, that is such a hate-filled movie. Because first thing,
I remember it is like 60s too. You got to keep it in mind.
I know, but it goes from 0 to 60. It's like, okay, he's born. He's just like, what's wrong with his fucking nose? It's going off. Even the dad is like that. Like I remember the kids were kind of like that, and dad's like, and then like Santa walks in like, ho ho ho, come to see who's my new slave. Walks in, just like, oh, what the fuck is that? You got a cap on that shit. And then he says, then for years, he just has him wearing this cap over his fucking nose. Because there are parts that I was remembering, like, oh yeah, this part, oh yeah, that part. And then when he's making best friends, everybody likes him at the, they're doing the reindeer games, whatever.
They're making friends until he takes it, then his like cap falls off, and they're like, oh, what the fuck's wrong with that guy?
Yeah, the cap falls off, and I just thought it was, for whatever reason, the dickhead coach and a couple of kids who are mean. Everybody but Clarice, the girl reindeer, is fucking shitty to him. Like, Santa Claus sees, like Dixon, or Donner, or whatever, whichever one it was.
Dixon!
Yeah, he's like, Donner, what the fuck is that shit? He has a glowing nose? You should be a fucking shamed! And, like, he already proved himself. He already did, like, a high, big jump, and the fucking...
Not good enough.
Yeah, and the main reindeer coach is all like, oh, that's a good hustle, kid, whatever. And he sees the nose like, get out, you fucking freak! So, and it's not until the very end, like, oh, wait, he can help us out. Hey, come back in. Where everybody, Rudolph, by every measure, Rudolph has the right to say, no, go fuck yourself.
Well, yeah, because like those ones, like, really the only reason they're keeping him around is like, he doubles as a flashlight. Well, that fucking works.
Yeah.
But if he didn't do that, it's almost like one of those ones like, nope. If that thing didn't have an ability, it'd be like, fuck you, you freak.
Well, I know, but it's
think you're better than all us other reindeer?
I wish I had a fucking glowing nose. Fucking cocksucker. If we do enough reindeer coke, our noses will get red enough. No, but it's one of those things where I know the movie, I know that it was going to be like a little like bumpy because it's from the 60s and all that, but I didn't realize how fucking shitty the moral was, because he's like, oh, okay, guys, you like me now? Oh, come back inside. Where he says, no, fuck you. I'm going to go start my own reindeer colony. We're going to overthrow this dictatorship.
Yeah, exactly. Going to go get Krampus, and we're going to go fucking ride around doing our own presents thing.
Fuck. Yeah, I want to see another Krampus movie. I never saw the one that came out last year, but I kind of want to see it.
I heard good things about it.
I heard mixed things about it.
I just never saw it. I just wanted to see, because I think the main reason I was just kind of bummed was like, I just really wanted to see the Kevin Smith and Andy McElfresh movie. Mm-hmm. And then when that kind of got like put on the back burner for a while, I was like, oh. And then,
it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, like many things, it's like Kevin Smith, I think and we all do this, you overwhelm yourself with too many projects that you know you can't complete. And I think he does that same thing. It's like, almost a podcast makes it too easy for him to go, oh, guess what I'm going to do? But it's almost kind of like, maybe you should hold that in until you know for a fact you are going to do it. Don't tell people you're going to make Clerks 3 and Mallrats 2 and all these things, and, Krampus movie, and, I mean, God, even Moose Jaws, what the fuck even happened to that? That, like, kind of, like, disappeared, too.
He's doing Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I think that, you know what, I mean, this is one of those things where I feel like he was like, fuck it, let's see what happens. I think he's doing that for so long, and, love or hate Yoga Hosers, it's definitely an acquired taste movie.
I fucking love that movie, too. It's like, I actually think it's actually one of the, I actually like it a lot.
I don't like that one. I'm not trying to just be one of those people who just kicks it down. I just don't like that one.
I just thought it was fun, and it just makes you go like, man, I wish I was a 15-year-old girl. Boy, does that look like fun.
Scott Holmes says, I wish I was a 15-year-old girl.
Well, that's what I felt when watching it. Just
put
like,
that in the box.
And I think it's because it reminds me of Night of the Comet and the kind of movies from like the 80s that were like that I thought were really cool. I'm not saying it's like a perfect movie, and I definitely feel that it's one of those ones, like, if you weren't really into the podcast, I could see where it'd be a tough sell. Mm-hmm. But since, it's like one of those ones, I like all the little parts of the podcast, all the little tie-ins, and I don't know, I just think it's a fun one. I think it's got a cool story. I mean, yeah, it's low budget and simple, and, obviously it could be more, but I kind of expect that. I really hope there is a Moose Jaws, but once again, I don't know, I felt like that kind of fell off the wayside. That he hasn't mentioned that in like fucking months.
Well, I love Tusk, and I remember seeing that movie. I talked a friend into seeing it who does not listen to the podcast and not know anything what the movie was. I'm like, okay, here's what I'll tell you. It's a comedic horror film, and it's based around a podcast. And we walked out of it. He's just like, I don't want to see it again, but I'm kind of glad I saw it because I know it was a movie I wouldn't have seen otherwise. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, well, this and that's a reference to the podcast. This character, Guy Lapointe, is a character that comes into the show. They'll read a story about this guy every so often. So it's almost kind of like Smodcast the movie to an extent. Mm-hmm. So he's like, okay, if you're a fan of that, I can see how that pans out. But I don't know. But going back to like a Krampus movie though, I would like to see, because the thing is, I only see like low budget like Netflix or Sci-Fi Channel movies for it, or that one that came out, and I haven't seen that one yet. But apparently that one's PG-13, and it's kind of a little bit more like, it doesn't have to be like Krampus ripping something's head off, but I don't know. I feel like if it's PG-13, it's going to rely more on jump scares and creepiness, but who knows? Maybe it doesn't.
Yeah. Well, if you got creepiness, that's cool, but yeah, it's like, I know it's PG-13.
Did I say it the other way around? I meant it relies on jump scares more than creepiness.
Oh, okay, that's what you said. I think you said just jump scares and creepiness.
I rely more. I prefer creepiness over jump scares.
And creepiness is practically impossible. It's very few people use that anymore. I don't know. It's like you only get that like in old horror movies and so on, and it's like once the jump scares kind of took off. Now, obviously, they've been there since like fucking day one, but I mean, they're there in fucking silent pictures, but it just seemed like people, they started leaning farther and farther on the jump scares and less on the creepiness. It's like, because it's like, I love the fucking creepiness, but you just almost don't even get that in movies anymore. You get like a little bit of it. You get, enough, but the olden days of just getting a movie that was full on creepy, that was like almost gone.
Well, I like to see that with, I mean, there's some jump scares in it, but that's why I liked Black Swan, because that movie, there was like, it's like, there's that thing where it doses a little bit of like off-putting, like, wait, what the fuck was that? Mm-hmm. And for the rest of the movie, you don't know if it's going to happen again. So it kind of gives you...
And it's sold as a drama, so I think that's also what makes it kind of nice, is you think you're going to go see this drama movie, and then you're like, oh, fuck, it's actually kind of a creepy horror movie.
Well, even that cover, even the poster was kind of creepy looking, just because it was just her, like, all dolled up, and her eyes were, like, black and red. So even that, like... But no, I mean, we've, like, sung that movie's praises a lot, but yeah.
Well, yeah, that's, a great one. But, yeah, I just kind of wish there was just a little bit more of that stuff, and... Yeah, if Kevin Smith and Annie McKelfresh could do theirs, that would be awesome. And I know they talk about doing a TV show, and whenever I hear a TV show, it's always like, oh, well, it's not going to be nearly as cool. It's like, whenever somebody does it, it's like TV shows, it's not saying that a TV show can't be good, but it always just feels like that's more like, oh, you couldn't do a movie? Well, here's the half-assed option instead. At least you can still do it, but it's not going to be nearly as cool as a movie. That's pretty much what the TV show always just kind of reminds me of. Once again, not saying that you can't do a good TV show, but it's just the budget's never going to be there. You're going to have to split it up between, 6 to 24 episodes, give or take, and so on, So I think it's almost like you can just kind of see it dropping down, where like a movie, you just get your 2 hours of like, it's all fucking dialed in, you're going to get the best special effects you can get, and so on.
I think it depends on the story you're telling. I think that there's some stories where you could get away with something more longer and more drawn out. Mm-hmm. Then there are those where it's just like, let's cut to the fucking chase. Because watching Breaking Bad, that was one of those things where...
I feel like that would make the most awesome 3-hour-long movie.
I did like Breaking Bad, but at the same time, I thought there was a lot of the stuff between... I feel like they had to force shit in with Skylar and her sister.
And the retarded son.
And like, some of that stuff came around full circle in some way, but it always took a minute to get there. And people say, oh, it's a payoff. And sometimes like, yeah, but it was kind of boring. And then we kind of got there. It was, I mean, I kind of get some of that. I mean, I don't know. One of my favorite... I'm used to like a 3-hour movie. I think I could see that.
It could be 2.5 hours probably, but I feel like Breaking Bad would make a badass movie.
I feel like you could probably do that like in maybe 10 years, they're going to do Breaking Bad, the movie, and make it like a 3-hour movie that kind of condenses like season 1 or takes different elements or throws a curve.
Well, you could put all 5 seasons in that. I mean, you would obviously cut out a lot of stuff, but there's so much filler in there that's kind of like you probably wouldn't need. Like, if you just did the core storyline, like, you know, you just do your first hour is just fucking him, like, being introduced to this. He's making money. Boom, it's, like, starting to pay off. You know, he's got his cancer, but it's, like, he's almost getting, like, more positive results. And then next thing you know, in, like, your second hour, that's when he starts ending up, oh, fuck, now there's gangsters that are coming after me. Shit's going down. We have to kind of, like, watch what we're doing. And then by the third hour, that's when you can have it where it all starts maybe crumbling if you wanted to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of minus out the filler. Like, fuck the wife. Like, maybe, like, she gets hit by a bus at the very beginning and that's it.
Spencer's perfect version.
But my perfect version is that it's just Walt just fucking lives by himself. He's got cancer. That's what makes it sad. It's like, oh, he's got nobody but his students. He finds this one student who's always kind of a derelict anyways, Jesse, and that's when he starts making fucking money. He's like, oh, my life actually starts to have meaning again, you know? Mm-hmm. And then, he gets introduced to Saul and Mike and so on. But that's what I feel. It's like the only thing that I think that actually works better in TV is animation. Animation is the one where I actually think animated TV shows are actually better than animated movies. Because I think it's just the way that animation can go is like, you can tell more story in less time in animation. You know, like a 20-minute episode of, like, say, Batman is, like, equivalent of, like, a 40-minute episode of, like, a TV show. It's weird how that is, but just, like, I think just the pacing can go by faster, and you can get... And animation, even if you're on a TV budget, you can do anything you want, you know what I mean? You can go to different dimensions, you can go to outer space, you could, you can do anything.
That's what I'm kind of wondering why that is, because I'm looking at that. I mean, that's why... I think the big thing with just animation right now is you got so few things that want to take a risk and make something more than a PG-13 animated movie. Mm-hmm. And you look at some old Disney movies, and you could say what you will about like a Disney plot structure and all that, but Disney does a fantastic job of letting you know what this character is about within like 2 minutes of seeing him. Like some of the things they'll do, like it's a lot of that old school filming, a lot of that old school, I can't think of any directors off the top of my head, but it's like a lot of old black and white movies. Before you'd even see a character, you would almost hear him talking on the phone with somebody, and you'd be seeing like it's almost
see their actions.
Like a lot of Alfred Hitchcock movies. Like for instance, like here's a better example: Rear View Window. We got Jimmy Stewart's story before we ever even see him. You see the picture on the wall. You see he's a photographer. We see the thing that even got him in the accident. You see like the tire about to hit the camera, and then we pan over to him, and he's in a cast and can't go nowhere.
Oh yeah, that's right, because in that part. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, yeah, there is those kind of things you can do and just really get it across really quickly. Or that's even like Mad Max does that too. In the first Mad Max, like you see like his gloves, you see like his glasses, you see his car, you see all these elements of kind of who he is. I mean, not as much as the Jimmy Stewart one, but it's still kind of before you even see him. I don't think because it's not until he steps out of the car, I think, till you see a full shot of Mad Max. Mm-hmm. You know. Did
you by chance watch Bright on Netflix?
I did. That movie was fucking sick. Like, I liked it a lot. I was like, holy fuck. The only thing about it is, like, I know some people kind of like, because Laura watched it too, and she's like, I just wish they explained more of the story. And the way I looked at it, I'm like, you know what this fucking is? This is fucking Lord of the Rings, but if Lord of the Rings took place today. You know what I mean? That's how I looked at it. It was like, 2,000 years ago or whatever, that was like, almost like the Battle of, like, Mordor or something like that. And then now it's, we're in the future and we kind of live in like regular society, but you still have orcs and fairies. And I liked how there was even other stuff too. Like there was a fucking centaur police officer in there. And it was like, and all kinds of other things. And now the story's kind of like, you have this fantasy world circling everything, but you really have just this simple kind of police structure going on. And you can kind of tell that it's like, this is what kind of bummed me out more than anything. It's like, I wish that movie was not a Netflix movie. I wish it was just a full-on, like, fucking Universal or, Warner Brothers or somebody did that, because I feel like by being a Netflix movie, it's almost like they pulled the budget down, because it made it feel like it was almost like, it wasn't a made-for-TV movie, but it was, like, in between a made-for-TV movie and a full-on feature, because I feel like it could have just used just a little bit more, and it's just one of the movies, like, how sweet would that movie be to watch it on the big screen?
Yeah, no, I kind of see what you're saying in that aspect. I think that maybe had some impact on the way the world kind of looked, because I mean, I just thought the movie was okay. I heard people like, it's fucking horrible, like, oh, what people say about whatever.
Dude, I thought it was fucking sick. Like, I just thought like the concept was so cool. I want to see a second one because I want to see him go into more depth. Because I will say, and this is also where I feel like the budget restraints. Like they never showed like the Satan guy or whatever. Like instead, even and like I don't even need that much. You could do like how in Prince of Darkness, John Carpenter's, how the Satan character they keep talking about at the very end, you just only see his arm pull that. Is it the girl or the guy? Yeah, I think it's the girl through the mirror. And that's the only thing you ever see of him, but it's still, like, enough. Like, just something like that would have been kind of cool. And also, the other thing, too, and once again, I think this is all due to the budget, I wish they would have showed, like, a snapshot of almost, like, the 2,000 years ago, just, like, a battle scene, you know? I use this as an example. Like, in Justice League, when they show when Steppenwolf was fighting everybody, you know, with the Amazons and the, you know, back in the old days, I wish they just did something like that. And that's the thing, is I just think this is the budget, because you can kind of, I don't know, it's just one of those ones, like, since it's on Netflix, since you know that they don't have to pay, like, you know they just kind of could pull some things. They're like, fuck, you know, the only expensive thing on this movie is Will Smith. At the end of the day, maybe David Ayer and Will Smith are the only things that are kind of expensive. But I just thought overall, I'm like, dude, that's, you think about it's like, oh, and then it's also had, John Landis' son was the one that wrote it.
Max Landis.
But, it is that kind of movie you just watch and like, God, it's like, I'm surprised nobody's really ever done that before. You take like, because in a sense, it was Lord of the Rings. Somebody really fucking wanted to make Lord of the Rings / you know, a little bit of Greek mythology and Norse and so on. But that's what Lord of the Rings is, pretty much Norse, just with a spin. But, yeah, and just do it like in modern day. Like, what if these, like, you know, everything there and, you know, orcs were there and, you know, fucking elves and so on. And I'm like, dude, that's a fucking great concept. I like how it's like done in like a police movie, so it's kind of like Into Watch meets Lord of the Rings. I thought it was totally sick. It's just like, and maybe for me, I'm just more blown away because I think the concept's so cool. It's like, you know, and I like what was kind of going on and everything like that. And see, I like David Ayer so much. And even though it's like, yeah, there's some things missing, but it's like, I can kind of just see it's like, it was just, since it was on Netflix, like, TV shows on Netflix, that's cool. But like, you know, movies, like, I don't know, it's just kind of like, you know, if it was like a total indie movie, that's fine coming out on Netflix. You know what I mean? Because you're probably not going to get that. But it's like a Will Smith movie, there's no fucking reason for it to come out on Netflix. You know what I mean? Like, I'll say this. The Brad Pitt movie that came out on Netflix, that was one of those ones, since it was kind of more of a drama comedy, that's kind of okay. But the second you kind of have an action movie, it's like, you know, think about it. What's the number one movie you want to see in theaters more than anything else? They're action movies. You know what I mean? Like, that's the movie. If you have a choice between a comedy, an action, and a drama, what are you going to go see in theaters first, probably?
Yeah,
the action movie, because you want to see the special effects, everything like that. And that's, I mean, even this movie, even though it's a, you know, it's a little bit smaller of a movie, still, it's like, all I thought about, like, God, this would be so badass in theaters.
My thing with the movie was, I love the concept, but I felt like it was too much of just, I felt like a lot of the alien the monsters and the mythological creatures didn't have enough of their own identity. And I don't want to sound all art schooly about it, but just how, you know, all the orcs, what were they? Just typical ghetto, you know, they're all in jerseys.
I like how they kind of mixed, though. They were like a mix between, like, almost like a gangbanger and a punk rocker. I thought that was kind of like, that's kind of cool. Like they were almost this in between those two. I mean, I know that's totally like making it out. Like, because Laura looks, she's like, oh, so the orcs are the black people in this world?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, they just, I feel like.
And the gutter punks.
The thing is, there's that part when they go into their lair and you actually see there's like a throne made of like horns and bones and all that. And the way the guy's even talking in that aspect, it wasn't even to like, because, you know, he says like, I'm actually not even from LA, I'm from Miami. Like that whole speech he gives right there, that's not even, I don't even think that's badly written. I didn't think that was all too stereotypical or anything. But the whole, you know, like, I can understand if you're trying to make a metaphor with the way, you know, minorities are being treated with police and all that and police brutality. I get that. But the other aspect is, I just think it would have been more interesting and more easier, not easier to do, but more interesting if they just still had like a little bit more of a, like, how do I put this? Like after...
Not so grudgy?
Well, maybe it could be grudgy, but I mean, it could be more, like, it looks more like kind of orcish, like modern day orcish rather than they're just wearing jerseys. They're just it just looks like the hood, but they're just monsters. That's all. That's the only real difference.
Yeah.
And I think that in itself was just kind of like, I mean, it was probably a lower budget kind of thing.
Well, that's the thing. I think a lot of those issues are due for because the movie is, as I said, it's like an in-between a made-for-TV movie and, you know, and a full-on feature. So I think that I look at those things and I go, that's probably just a budget thing. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's why the movie is pretty much just like a simple police movie. it's all about like, oh, they saw this, here's the crime, which is the wand, and now everybody's chasing them down, and they gotta fucking get away, and now they're kind of wanted. Like, it's like, it has like this police story, but I just like the fact you just sprinkled that little bit of fantasy on there. And as I said, like, all I think it would take is just like, if you did a second one and you gave it a big budget, I think you would have like a fucking sick movie.
If he did make a sequel, I would watch it. I'm not saying like, oh, this movie's fucking horrible. I thought it was interesting, and I really like the concept. I'm just kind of wondering how much of the budget or how much of it just kind of hindered maybe what was originally. Because I think it was one of those scripts that was sitting there. This is actually a script that's been sitting there for a while. Because I remember back in 2009 or 2010 hearing Max Landis say, oh yeah, I got this movie where it's about a fantasy world in modern day, because all fantasy world movies always take place in medieval days. So, and I know it's a cop movie, so it was one of those things where, oh, this is that movie, it finally happened, but it came out on Netflix. So I don't know, I think it's one of those things that was just probably a weird sell to some people, like, let me get this straight. You want it to be like Lord of the Rings, but you want it to be cops? I don't fucking get it. I can see some producers
Well, I'll say
saying
this.
shit.
The trailer was almost misleading. I thought they were all fairies in the trailer, because they didn't say orcs or anything in there. They said, like, oh, it's a fairy. So I thought that was like, oh, maybe that's just a man fairy that Will Smith's riding with. And then it's like, when I saw the movie, it's like, oh, it's an orc? Why didn't they fucking just, like, announce? I didn't feel like the trailer they should have sold it more as, like, when Lord of the Rings meets End of Watch. You know what I mean? It needed something like that, and I think it would have made a little bit more sense. And I don't know if this is Will Smith and David Ayer being punished for, like, Suicide Squad.
Maybe, it
like,
might be.
Like, well, if
you did bad. You only get half the budget.
Yeah, you only get half the fucking budget. You only get Netflix, so we don't have to fucking advertise this shit. Because that's pretty much, you think about, at the end of the day, you probably save a ton of cost by going to Netflix. I'm not going to deny. And you kind of get the movie into, like, everybody's hands. But it almost comes back around to this sort of thing that, I mean, you pay for Netflix, but I think that, like, people kind of, that goes over their head the second that it's all monthly, just comes out of their credit card. You don't see, you know what I mean? It's not like you go to the movie theater. Even if you got something like Movie Pass, you still whip out your card, you still get your ticket and your receipt and everything like that. So sometimes I feel like, though more people can almost see it when it's on Netflix, I think there's like, the only downfall to being on Netflix, I think it gives that sort of feeling like you didn't really pay for it, so you don't have any, like, value in it. There's nothing at stake, you know what I mean? Like, you go to the movie theater, and let's just say you paid cash, or you bought the movie on DVD or Blu-ray, and you paid $20 or something like that for it, or even $10 or $5 for it, you still have that commitment, you know what I mean? You put the money down, you pick this thing out, and you got that. Well, on Netflix, it's just kind of like, it's like TV. It's almost like you just click it on. You almost forgot that you paid $10 or $12 a month or whatever the fuck it is, and I think that almost kind of makes it, there's not nearly as much at stake, so it's easier to, like, not like something nearly as much, because it was free, you know what I mean? There was nothing like, I didn't have to go out of my way to do it. I didn't have to sacrifice anything necessarily.
I guess it depends on the person you are, because I can see some people being more of kind of like, I had to get up and drive all the way over there? Fuck! I mean, Jesus Christ, look at the new Star Wars. How many people are just shitting down that thing's throat?
Well, it's weird, because people either really like it, or they really hate it. And then I went and saw that again in theaters, and I actually liked it a lot more. And I think it's just like any movie. Once you kind of know how it's going, you know what I mean? Because I think when I'm initially going into it, I'm thinking of it like, oh, it'd be cool if they did this. Oh, they didn't do that. Oh, they think it'd be cool. Oh, they're not going that direction. So then once I already know what it is, and I go back and see it, I'm like, no, I actually really liked it a lot more the second time. And I noticed kind of all the little things you don't catch, the first time around and everything like that. And I even get, like, it's like at the end, it's like, okay, Luke Skywalker obviously can't have a lightsaber battle with him because the whole point is he's not actually there and so on. And I like how, I didn't notice this the first time around, but, like, when they fucking open the Millennium Falcon at the end, it's like, oh, fucking Rey stole all the Jedi books, which, if Luke Skywalker didn't burn those down, think how pissed he would have been, like, coming there like, what the fuck, that bitch ripped me off!
You fucking took it! Yoda! Yoda!
You fucking let this! So it's like, see, Yoda knew, he's like, that's why I burnt this shit down.
That's why I even said, like, not what she already has, what was it, like...
Yeah, she already has all knowledge, yeah, because you fucking stole it!
Fucked up you have, again, young Skywalker!
And I feel kind of bad, it's like, okay, those people that have been there for what, like 10,000 plus years, like that fucking, they're like, our job is to take care of the Jedi Temple. Now they're fucking out of work. They got no fucking temple that burnt down. Fuck, they don't even know what happened probably, because probably Luke didn't explain it to them. One day they're gonna wake up and be like, oh fuck! For years, that's been our one fucking job, is taking care of this place, and I don't know what happened. And the fucking master, he's dead! He's fucking dead! What do we do?
They even know that. They walk walking around like, motherfuckers running around naked somewhere. Here's those
Yeah,
robes.
here's his robes. Like, what's he doing? You know what I mean? Like, 'cause, like, you know for a fact Luke didn't tell those people anything.
No, he's just like, they catch me fish, they cook my fish, they do my laundry for me. It's like, well, how do you think you, like, and he invites that one bitch come over one day, and then what she do? She just, like, fucking
Blasts a fucking hole in the wall. Then she
breaks our crate.
Yeah, she just
got barrel.
She fucking chops down our nice stone that we used to worship every day. She did nothing. Her fucking Wookiee ate all of her like birds on the island.
Our pets.
Yeah, Jesus.
And she stole our shit.
God, it was fucking like Captain Cook all over.
Like that. I'll say this. I can't help but. I mean, I'm considering. We said like sometimes people talk too much about like what they want to do before they actually get it going. I'm considering about making a video talking about this in detail. It's not set in stone that's going to happen, but I'm considering it. But I'll just say the short abridged version of this. I think people are. I think Star Wars is this thing that has too many different fan bases, and what I mean by that is, to some people, Star Wars is the original trilogy. To some people, it is both the original trilogy and the prequels. Some people, prequels more than the original trilogy. Other people, like my nephews, they know of that shit, but they mainly like the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And then you get people who their jumping off point was the movies, and then they started reading the expanded universe for 15 years.
So that's their world.
That's their world. So I feel like Star Wars is this weird thing that has to try and please too many people. And when it tries to focus in on more than one or the other, everyone gets kind of pissed off about that.
Mm-hmm. And this is how I look at it. Like, this is how I've always kind of like looked at Batman throughout the years. I'm going to use that as my example. Is okay, Batman. This is what you do. Everybody's Batman's a little bit different than the next person's Batman. And you take your hands and you collect all the Batman that you like. You know what I mean? So you you're like, well, what's my favorite Batmans? I like Batman Hush. I like Neil Adams' Batman, you know what I mean? I'm going to put in there, like, I like the movies, I don't care, you know what I mean? And you just kind of put, the animated series, and you put that together, and that forms your Batman. At the end of the day, he's still Batman, but he can be slightly different, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Maybe in one person's Batman, like, I like my Batman a little bit more violent. I like when he fucking breaks people's legs and lets them not be able to walk again. Or I like it when he's Punisher Batman, and he actually kills, Or somebody goes like, I like when Batman is just like Adam West as can be. He's a real nice guy, he's funny and everything like that. And your Batman's all slightly different, but at the end of the day, it's still Batman. Now, going to Star Wars, I've come to the conclusion, it's the same thing with Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing that says that any of that expanded universe doesn't happen. I look at it like a multiverse thing. That's just a different timeline of Star Wars. Fuck, if everything else in Star Wars can happen, why can't there be multiple timelines? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't like this Luke Skywalker, fuck, maybe in the other one, he's with Mara Jade, they got the Jedi Temple, fucking Kyle's there hanging out and shit. It's Jedi Outcast all over. So, it's just, I think that's the thing, is people take it almost like too, I don't know what it is about Star Wars. It's like, I guess you could say the same thing about Star Trek. Just Star Trek, the worst thing you ever hear is like, I don't like J.J. Abrams' Star Trek because it's... And I'm like, fuck you guys. Those ones are fucking amazing anyways. But like... And that was, once again, that's an alternate timeline. So, it doesn't give a fuck. If you don't like it, it's the multiverse of Star Trek. So... And it's like, here of Star Wars, it's like, I don't know why people take it so, like, serious. Like, you know what I mean? Like... Like, it's like everything. You know what I mean? Like, just like, I can't believe they do this. Like... You're watching somebody else's fucking story at the end of the day. Like, what did you expect? It's, you know what I mean?
I mean, here's another thing. Like, I don't take Rotten Tomatoes that seriously, but like right now around Rotten Tomatoes, that thing for critics, it's somewhere in the 90s. Audience, it's like 50, which that is fucking.
It's always supposed to be the other way around.
Yeah, usually it's like the audience loves the fuck out of it. That has me wondering. Like, well, first off, how many people have a Rotten Tomatoes account. That's one thing.
Who the fuck has a Rotten Tomatoes?
Who signs up for that,
Yeah.
So there's that. And then the other aspect is, I think that don't take this as me shitting on it, but Star Wars isn't as special as it once was. And by that, I mean that's coming from someone who has a big like A New Hope like horizontal poster in his room, has an Admiral Akbar pop vinyl. So keep that in mind who's saying this. But what I mean by that is there's a time where Star Wars was the only thing that was giving you something on this scale that was a big adventure that parents and kids could enjoy.
Yep.
And when it came out, it was, you guys like that? You might never see it again. Unless there's a special screening going on down the road, or unless if they ran it one day on TV, maybe you'll see it again. Mm-hmm. Maybe. And then one day we get VHSs and DVDs. Like, oh shit, I can watch this anytime I want. And then it goes from, we're going to do I got a new trilogy for you. Oh, it's been another 10, 15 years. We got a brand new trilogy, only this one, not just stopping a trilogy. We're going to have this thing come out every fucking year until it stops making money, and then
we're just gonna run it into the ground, pretty much. That's like literally what they're saying.
And then not only that, you got things that pulled from Star Wars, like say what you will. I mean, Marvel really, when it gets down to it, a lot of major like film trilogies or major film series going on right now are really pulling from Star Wars, the way they do a blockbuster and all that.
Well, the Star Wars pretty much invented the blockbuster, invented the structure of a 3 trilogy, or they're all trilogy. You know what I mean? But like where you start off with like almost like you got the starter film, then you got the second one where shit kind of goes awry, and then you got the big battle to finish it all off and bring hope back to wherever the fuck you are. You know what I mean? Like look, Lord of the Rings is that same fucking
exactly.
I mean, I know that came before Star Wars, but you know what I mean? Like that structure is just kind of there, and even as a movie, I'd almost even feel that Lord of the Rings even. Because like you got the books, yes, that's one thing, but then like the movies almost give it even a more like Star Wars-esque feel. I guess you could even say fucking Matrix is kind of like that too at the end of the day, because the first Matrix is almost kind of like Star Wars 1. It's like it's a complete movie, boom, or Episode 4, boom, it's a complete movie, and then next thing you know, you got the second one and shit goes around at the end. Yep, and then you get the third one where they got the big conflict battle towards the end. And I mean, people have used that forever, and it's like it always works. You can never really kind of go wrong with it, but. It is one of those ones like Star Wars does like influence like anything and everything. Movie making, I will say, I think Star Wars is the biggest deal movie of all time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I think that really changes the aspect. I mean, how many movies from the 70s are still that pop? How many movies from the 70s can you just go to any fucking store and find a t-shirt of?
Here's my question though. Is it one of those things where, I mean, I'm not trying to totally discredit Star Wars because it is one of my favorite things, but I'm just trying to view it realistically. Is it one of those things? It is. I mean, it is a big deal. There's no denying that, and it had its impact. But did it stay relevant because George Lucas? Because it was one of those things. Because you could actually map it out. Because what? Return of the Jedi came out in like what? 81, 82? 84. Return of the Jedi was 84?
Yeah, because I want to say it's 77 for the Episode 4. I want to say it's 81 for Empire, and then I want to say it's 84 for Return.
Okay, so 84. All right. We have no Star Wars for a while, and then, our generation's born, and then they have the re-releases with the digitally enhanced stuff and all that come out in the 90s.
Yeah.
And then we get the prequel trilogy. Mm-hmm. And then right as we're done with the prequel trilogy, like, okay, I guess that's Star Wars. Like, wait a minute, 2-3 years later, we get a Clone Wars cartoon. Mm-hmm. And then, Disney, you want this shit? Here you go. So I feel like it's always kind of been the lexicon to some extent, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of feel like that if he just stopped at the trilogy, maybe there wouldn't be this big drop-off. Like the original trilogy, let me say.
Yeah.
I feel like there may have been this big drop-off and people would have stopped talking like, oh yeah, Star Wars, that was some cool shit. Yeah, moving on now.
Yeah, it would have been like The Godfather or something like that, you know what I mean? Because like that's a perfect example of like, there's another really big 70s movie, but you don't just see it everywhere. It's a movie more for film buffs. Mm-hmm. And gangster like lovers and things like that. You know what I mean? It's not just a movie that is, nobody's just walking around the street with a Don Corleone shirt that they got from Walmart or something like that.
You see that once in a while, but not as frequently as like Chewbacca or Darth Vader.
Well, that's, I mean, you do see it, but you don't see it like, you can't just, we can't just go walk into a Kmart, a Walmart, and a Target and find a fucking Godfather shirt in every single one.
You're not likely to find someone dressed as like Don Corleone or like Fredo at the next Comic-Con you go to.
Yeah, or, like another big 70s movie is like Jaws. You see, you'll see a t-shirt from here or there, but it's not like it's guaranteed to be in every store, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and I mean, obviously, if there was probably like more Jaws movies, I know there's like 4 of them, but you know what I mean? If there was like Jaws was like relevant throughout the years, because I think that's the other thing about Star Wars, is it kind of like
made itself relevant.
Yeah, you know what I mean? With the prequels, that brought it back in a really big way, and then even now, and then, the video games kind of kept it alive throughout the 80s and 90s, because really at the end of the day, that was like the Star Wars of the 80s and 90s was the video games, and the books, but the video games pretty much were all based off the books anyways, and so on. So you kind of have that, but yeah, it is kind of funny how, it's just weird how serious some people like sort of take this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, It's like I like all these things too, but at the end of the day, I know it's not my series. You know what I mean? It's not my series. I didn't fucking invent it. I can sit down and be grateful that they make them and I get to enjoy them. I wish there was a LucasArts game company to make sweet games again, but those days I feel are kind of gone for the moment.
I feel like EA, they might take it back from EA. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, because EA is kind of getting all those kind of weird scandals going on, but still, it's just one of those ones because you think about just there was a great time period of like video games from Star Wars, and that was where I learned my expanded universe was from Shadows of the Empire and Jedi, Outcast and Dark Forces and.
I can't help but feel like some people want to hate it. I don't know. I can't help but feel like that sometimes.
Well, I think that's true. I think some people go in there and go, not my Star Wars. Like, they instantly have arms crossed. And even though they paid $10 to get inside, they already are pissed that they're already there. Like, but it's like they have to see it because for some reason there's some driving force that says because they like other Star Wars stuff, they should see this thing. You know what I mean? There's always that weird thing like that. Like, when I went to go see it the second time, I already knew exactly how the story was going to go and everything like that. So I just kind of went in there and went, I know how this goes, and I really actually liked it. I mean, my only light complaint at the end of the day is I wish there was more lightsaber battles. That's about it. That's still kind of it. I did kind of realize one thing. I'm like, you know what? Even though I like Poe and Finn a lot, shit, did all their actions in that movie only make things worse. Like, literally, if Poe and Finn would have just got fucking knocked out at the very beginning of the movie and woken up.
Things would have gone by so smoothly.
Oh my god, yeah, I didn't notice it till I was. I'm like, nothing they did is very good. Like, fucking Poe Dameron just kills people without, any remorse. Like, we didn't fucking die. Like, fuck those bombers. They're like, yeah, Poe, you blew $10 billion on there. It's like, yeah, well, we blew up that ship, didn't we?
Yeah. We got more.
Yeah, fuck, we'll just go get some more. Like, we got that casino planet down there. They got children. You could get them for like a nickel. Poe, geez, calm down. Like, no, dude, seriously, why? I'll fly down there. We'll go get some kids, and we'll train them to go fly those bombers again. You're like,
hey, take the sack.
Yeah, and then
you'll be like reverse Santa Claus.
And then even too, it's like I thought about when Finn and what's her name, Star or Rose goes down there. Shit, that didn't do him any good. That whole getting the fucking code breaker and getting in there and everything that plan just didn't even fucking. In fact, it made it worse. More people died because of that plan. If Laura Dern would have just had her plan, all those people probably would have snuck off that planet and nobody would have fucking noticed. But of course, Finn and Poe had to fuck that up.
Yeah, what's his name?
Benicio.
Benicio del Toro. He's basically reverse Lando. He doesn't have us come around.
Yeah.
Because Rian Johnson even said that he wanted to do a thing where it's kind of going, because the movie uses things against you given your prior knowledge of Star Wars. Because when I saw Snoke, I assumed Snoke, okay, he's not going to die. Why? He's the Empire character. Mm-hmm. He's going to be here at least till the third movie. Yeah. Oh, they just wasted this fucker.
Yeah, I like that.
They just wasted this crusty old bitch. All right, cool. And then you're watching the movie, and there's the part where, oh, wait, this weird, sketchy-ass dude, he's not so bad. He gave her necklace back. And then he's like, sells him out. So I just had to do what I had to do. And then, Finn says, I'll see you later. He's all like...
That's all, folks.
Yeah. The movie ends right there. How much they had to pay Warner Brothers for that?
Pops up in the fucking circle, giving a thumbs up.
They're all fucked. Think of how much they would have to pay Warner Brothers for that.
I know, exactly, just for that, but it would have been well worth it.
Ballsiest way to end a Star Wars movie. We wouldn't even see what the result. We just assume it's sinister intent to the tune of a Looney Tune theme. But anyway, but he even has that whole thing where he says we'll see you again. You might. And you see he feels kind of bad for it, but it's hey.
But he's also standing there with a fucking a ginormous fucking tray of cash. So at the end of the day, he's like, well, I don't know.
You see he feels kind of bad, but he's just kind of he says today they blow you up, tomorrow you blow them up. He just slams the thing whatever, it's the way it is.
Well, because he's the one character that sort of points out, because everybody has this what I kind of like is Benicio's really the guy who breaks the stereotype of Star Wars. It's good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, and then you kind of realize because that's what I kind of think about in Star Wars. I'm like, you know what? None of these people are really good. They're all a bunch of shitty people. Whether you like it or not, is the Empire and the Republic really that much different? I mean, the movie makes you want to believe it is, but still think about it. Like, how many fucking people has the fucking Republic and the rebels killed that were just regular Joes doing a fucking job in the fucking Empire?
Well, even like the Republic, it was just like, what was it like? What's her name? Padme goes up and she's like, "My people are being massacred." Duh, what the fuck you want us to do about it? That's like the most we ever see the Republic do. And then like, the Jedi like, shit, we'll help out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, and we, the water people, who you've kind of like just pushed aside.
Yeah, we don't let you walk freely in Naboo.
And gave us our own bathrooms. Like, we'll help out too now, for some reason.
Yeah, our sewer line runs to your house. That's how we connect it.
That's the great connecting force between our cultures.
You know what I mean? Because like, at the end of the day, it's like, I use Coruscant as an example. Look at Coruscant. What the fuck is the difference between Coruscant and the fucking Death Star?
No, not a big difference. No,
yeah, it's a bunch of shitty people. It's probably more shitty people living in Coruscant than there is on the Death Star. At least in the Death Star, it's just a bunch of guys working a job.
Yeah, there's that too, just on government
The Death
wages.
Star is a very, like, blue-collar place to be.
Kevin Smith really pointed that out, and then I was listening to, believe it or not, it was just one of these kind of days. I was listening to the Attack of the Clones audio commentary, and George Lucas even said, "So when Jane, Silent and Bob were worried about all the stormtroopers that died in Death Star, don't worry, they were just bugs."
Bugs?
Because those the bugs that created the plans for it. They go to that one planet.
Oh, that's right, in Attack of the Clones. Because they're just bugs, not real people.
You kill them with a raid cannon. I don't give a fuck.
Shit, like those orcs. They don't have feelings.
George Lucas, I don't give a shit. Jawas aren't people. Jawa lives don't matter.
Shit, Jawas aren't real. They're like the midgets of the Star Wars universe.
Well, I will say there's even that whole thing about like, there's just that whole thing about Star Wars that like you said, it's always the black and white.
Yeah.
thing. They're good or they're bad. Where this one even says, dude, Jedi's fucked up. Luke even pointed out, I think, is he just being kind of jaded? Like, no, not really. He does. The movie does point out things, and even Yoda's like, he said the line. What was it? He said it was a line like our greatest. He says failure is our greatest teacher, and then something to the effect of. I'm not going to say it word for word, but something to the effect of all our pupils eventually outrank us.
Yeah.
They always surpass us in the end.
So, and I think the thing what happened too, it's like, you think about the Jedis, it's just, I think what made it go out of control was the fact that the second that the Jedi became sort of like sectored with the Republic and everything like that, and wasn't its own free-ranged religion, like the Jedi should be a called upon force, like in great need, but they shouldn't be tied in with the government.
They got tied into the military, and I think that, that's the whole thing about the movie, why. Because Luke even said, like, during their greatest reign of power, they let Darth Sidious come in and destroy the Empire, destroy the Republic, and create the Empire.
Yeah, exactly, and just switch it on over. And that's the only thing is, like, I do kind of wish in Episode 8, like, the idea that, like, there's just a part in there where you can almost go in such a cool direction, where fucking Kylo Ren asks Rey, it's like, yo, fuck the Empire, fuck the Republic. Let's do it, like, let's do the third party thing. And I think that would have been
libertarian.
Well, maybe not necessarily libertarian. It could be something else. It could be Green Party. Yeah. You don't know. We're gonna go to Ewok. We're gonna get the Green Party members, and but like that would have been kind of cool because I kind of like. I guess the safe thing to do is to go, rebels for life. Republic. But it would have been kind of cool to say, no, fuck these guys. They're both terrible people. They've been terrible people for 10,000 years. Fuck them. Let's do it something different. You know what I mean? Why do we keep this Irish guy around? I don't know. Why is he not dead? I'm not too sure.
Are you talking about the evil general dude?
Well, yeah, because I just think there's that scene where he's like, he finds him and it's like Kylo Ren's just like laying there like and whatnot. And he's like,
he's about to shoot him.
He's like, Heil Hitler! And he's like, it looks like he's been like, oh, he fucking killed him right there. And then the next thing you know, he's fucking standing there in the AT-AT. It's like, oh, okay. But I
think they want their other general guy. They need some force
to make
Kylo Ren to like measure dicks with.
Yeah, exactly. But I just think that would have been such a cool place instead of just going back, because really what it does is there's an option for that third party, and then all of a sudden it's like, nah, let's not do it. Let's break this lightsaber and get the fuck out of here. Break the lightsaber like they're like breaking some wishbones.
Well, even that literally is a metaphor presented physically. The light and the dark reaching for a neutral force that belong to someone in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
And it splits apart.
Yeah, it splits. But it's just one of those ones like, And because really what happens is Kylo Ren just goes, okay, I guess I'm just the Emperor now, and we'll just do the Empire thing. And then she goes down and picks up all the last of the rebels. But there's almost a period where it's like, you could have so had something different. I just think that's just kind of I know that's one of those ones, like, that's the ballsy choice. But it's just like, the idea of having just like the third party actually have their say in the Star Wars universe and not being associated with these two.
Well, I guess this would have been the creation of third party, because there really has never been a third party in Star Wars. That's the thing about it.
Well, there's technically, because if you played like the Star Wars: The Galactic Battlegrounds game, that game was separated by like everybody was different segments. In a sense, so it kind of made it out that like...
Was that more expanded universe stuff from the books?
No, it was more movie stuff than anything else. I mean, it had expanded universe in there too, but like...
Like Tusken Raiders versus Ewoks?
Well, it wasn't like that, but you played it like based on like the different parties. So like you had Empire. I mean, and it mixed between like, I guess you could say future and past. But so you had Empire, you had Republic, you had the Confederates, which were like Count Dooku and his people. You had like everybody was named by like a different sector of like government. There's probably about 6 or so.
Was this a computer game or board game?
A computer game.
Okay.
It was the one. It was like Age of Empires, but on
Star Wars.
But Star Wars. So it was like that to me. It's like that was when I really noticed like, oh yeah, these things are not, because you used to think about Count Dooku and stuff. I was like, but yeah, he's a completely different like section. Mm-hmm. He's not the same thing as that. Obviously you could band together and work, but he's his own thing and so on. So you have these different people. I think you got the Wookiees and so on. So obviously it's like countries, but it's almost kind of like different variations. Like you think about, probably if you went around the galaxy and took a poll, like, hey, what are you, Empire or Republic, or are you something else? Mm-hmm. How many people are probably not just Empire and Republic?
Well, yeah, no, I get you. Well, it's one of those things, the narrative really makes it so the Empire is bad, because you just blow up planets to prove a point. Where Rebels, they might have to do some shady shit here and there, but it's never like...
We only blow up fake planets.
Yeah. Well, not even that, but it's one of those things where the Empire always has, they're like, just to prove a point, fuck you, Alderaan, boom. Yeah. Or just like, we're going to just destroy these farmers. Why? We think they had a droid. Fuck them. Bam.
Yeah.
Where the Rebels, I guess that's the thing. Like, when people talk about, I don't know. Okay, here I'm going to go on sort of a Star Wars fan rant here. Mm-hmm. I don't get people who want the Empire to win over the two. Over the two. I kind of get the point, like, I kind of get your point, be interesting to get a third party in there, say, hey, both sides are kind of shady.
Here's the thing, too. We only get the camera, whenever the Empire does something bad, of course the cameras are rolling.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, when the Republic probably does something bad, they probably pull that away.
No, we saw that in Rogue One. We saw a little bit of this as well. But here's the thing, though. It's like, when people say, fucking... And I'm saying this, I'm acknowledging friends that have said this too, so keep that in mind. But like when friends say, the fucking Empire is awesome, the Rebels are a bunch of fucking bitches, I'm like, okay, now let's break it down. Let's break it down for a minute. We're just, let's not include Milo Zen, the Red Guard, who is a badass, huntsman, who's also a trained Jedi from the fucking books.
Who's also got like a 2-foot cock.
Yeah, let's not include like, oh, this is Abatha Kassar, who's a trained stormtrooper who learned from Darth Vader, who was only in the books. Let's include all that shit. Let's just talk about the movies. When it gets down to it, don't get me wrong, if that's the expanded universe stuff, I get why people like that. But let's just break it down, all right? When we get to the Empire, who do you have that actually stands out? You got Darth Vader, which I get if people say he's your favorite character. I get that. You got Boba Fett, who is technically freelance.
Yeah. You
got Palpatine, who, whether you like him, okay, whatever. And then maybe you got Grand Moff Tarkin. Maybe, okay? You got 4 people there. Yeah. Now let's just bring it into the movies. Who do you got for the Rebels? And let's just keep this original trilogy here. You got Luke, Leia, Han, Wedge Antilles, Chewie, R2, 3PO, Admiral Akbar, Lando.
Lando's Mexican buddy.
Yeah, the guy with a pussy for a face. Yeah, that guy. So it's like you got a lot of more personality there. You got so much, whether you like those characters or not, you got so much more personality and so much more to distinguish between each character. Where the other ones is like, okay, let's be honest, only 2 really cool characters, Vader and Boba's only cool because of the expanded universe.
Yeah.
So,
it's like, there's that, or I guess Then here's like another party is like Jabba the Hutt. You know, I mean, like they probably got their own different thing going on there, definitely. But I think really, yeah, they got their own because you know slavery still.
Yeah, they're probably more cool with the Empire.
Yeah, but yeah, it is one of those ones. It is when you do think of somebody saying like, because it's one of those ones. If you say Darth Vader's fucking awesome, because Darth Vader is that kind of it's like, yeah, he's just kind of more like, you know, he's just got a high paying job. But when you think about other people in there, it's like if you say you kind of like the Empire, it's like it's more like you almost kind of say like, yeah, I like slavery, and I don't think people should have rights. And you know what I mean? Like, and fuck planets. If they don't like agree, blow them up. It's like I mean, it's like as hardcore right as you can get by like liking the Empire. I would just like to point out that I just don't think that the Rebels are nearly as good as we've been said to believe they are. And here's the, I mean, I'm not going to judge the old Star Wars movies because they're supposed to be in that old-timey fantasy.
Fairy tale.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a fairy tale. Good versus evil, you know what I mean? Like that. So when you start going into deep politics and those, it doesn't really work out that way.
Now
I'm using the prequels, though, is like almost like that's the start of where I can start pulling these deep politics because that's where I start seeing like, you know why the Rebel Alliance kind of faltered? Because they fucking like were just as bad. And almost at that time period, probably the Empire sounded like a much better thing.
I could see, you know, I could totally see Mon Mothma turning a blind eye. Like, you know, we made a deal. We actually kind of kept an eye on this cartel leader's like space heroin field in order for some security and guns.
Yeah, exactly. There's things like that and all kinds of weird stuff, you know. But yeah, it's so weird how at the end of the day, though, it's weird how people like are just like, well, I just know either people seem to really fucking love number 8 or they just don't seem to like it at all. But
don't take it as me like just hating. I mean, I get why if someone doesn't like the movie, they don't like the movie. I get that. It's just how they're so angry about it. And, you know.
Well, I'll say this. If you're actually a real Star Wars fan, I don't see how you can't like the movie. At the end of the day, you were just being a little bitch.
Them is fighting words.
But I mean, like, you were literally just being a little bitch because you can't handle something. Because there's nothing wrong with the movie. Like, obviously, if you said you didn't like it, you probably just don't like Star Wars in general. You know what I mean? Like, I can get that. But if you go like, it ruined my childhood, it's like, well, your childhood probably sucked dick anyways. Like, obviously, your childhood was like, I can't handle fucking change, and I don't understand other people's opinions and different things. Like, because, yeah, it's like, as I said, like, it's probably, like, still my least favorite Star Wars movies. And that's not saying it's a bad thing. Like, if I like it a lot, and that's my least favorite Star Wars movie, it's still fucking awesome. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's still Star Wars. But... and that's how I am. I'm just one of those people like, I'm fucking grateful that we get Star Wars movies. You know what I mean? Some of these people here, like, if you let them have fucking control and something like that, I don't think we'd even get shit because they would lock everything up. Like, if some fucking, like, little bitch got his hand on the fucking red button that locked things up, next thing you know, fucking Star Wars wouldn't be able to be touched, and Lord of the Rings wouldn't be able to be touched, and Batman wouldn't be able to be touched because they'd be afraid that all their, like, hopes and dreams and memories are going to be fucking ruined because...
their own personal memories, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like... you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like, Star Wars Episode 8 does nothing to really... you know what I mean? It's not like Luke Skywalker is like, oh, guess what? Luke Skywalker was a pedophile. That's why the Jedi Temple didn't work. You know what I mean? Like, if it was something like that, it was like, oh, he fucking...
he was trying to grab Ben Solo.
Yeah, he fucking raped him, like, every day. That's why he turned evil.
That's why I'm the dark side. That's why I look like I work at Hot Topic.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if that was, like, what it was, I could see, like, okay, that's maybe a little bit ruining your childhood. Like, I would say that might be a little bit... here's this guy that you had posters on your walls, and now you realize that he has just been a horrible pedophile.
Every time
he literally fucked his nephew.
Every time Luke was off camera, he was touching an Ewok.
Yeah. You know, and fucking...
Yum, yum!
And R2 was in on it. He made R2 carry the camera.
R2 was filming.
That's why R2 had to shut down for 25 years. He was deleting all the fucking footage that Luke had built up. It took that long for him to fucking delete it all. But, like, okay, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, really, what is wrong with it? I mean, like, you're getting everything you kind of want. Like, for me, it's like... I feel like there's a couple moments, like, I just wish that, like, they just acknowledge 1, 2, and 3 a little bit more. Like, as I said, when they go to that casino planet, instead of having the fucking, like, space, you know, horses, they should have had pod racers there. And just think how fucking badass it would have been. Like, you could even have a moment, too, where you just have a guy just in the background like, dude, you can't believe one-of-a-kind pod racer. Look what I bought here. And it pulls out Anakin's fucking pod racer or something like that. Like, that would be so fucking sick. Like, why not? It's like, if you're going to have these other callbacks, like, do it like something like that doesn't... you know what I mean? Like, nobody would be offended by that. You know what I mean? It's not like...
oh, someone would be.
Well, you know, there's always a little bitch out there somewhere. But, like, you know what I mean? I don't care. Fuck here. If fucking Jar Jar Binks walked out, I'd probably be fucking ecstatic about that. You know what I mean? It's like, look at me!
Let's pump the brakes. Well, if he walked out just to get hit by a pod, or said, hello, ah! Like, get smashed by a
Well, not even that. Like, I don't even want Jar Jar Binks to die. Like, I don't actually hate Jar Jar Binks like most people. Like, he's one of those characters, like, I don't think he's, like, the greatest character, but I don't hate him. You know what I mean? Like, and he actually, if he was there and they kind of, like, could turn him around, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I know some people just have such dire hatred towards Jar Jar Binks, and it's like, he's not...
I remember, like, we had, like, back in the last, when I think Force Awakens came out, maybe it was even Rogue One, we were talking about how to make Jar Jar a good guy. Just your first thing was, what if he gets raped in prison? That makes it hard. That toughens him up, and that makes him angry.
Well, yeah, exactly. Maybe like there's just something that goes down like that. That you know, and he had to serve. I think if he just made him a cool bounty hunter or something like that, it'd be awesome.
The R-rated Star Wars.
But it's just one of those ones. Like sometimes this is something that always kind of bothers me in like creative things. Is that almost like, and I think it's a nowadays thing too. It probably has happened for years, but like you do something kind of like, I guess you could say, wrong. And then you kind of, instead of going like, you know what, next time around, we're going to add a little bit more depth to this and fix that kind of problem. Instead, you do the thing where you just put it in the closet and don't talk about it. I think that, to me, is like worse. Like, own up to like what you did. Like, you know, like perfect example is like Jar Jar Binks going like, okay, yeah, he's in episode 1 and people don't seem to like him. Well, guess what? We'll make him fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like literally just give him a fucking makeover and fix that character.
Just make him don't talk for starters. Probably help.
No. Just
maybe he slit his throat, so but he's still alive and he has like some kind of robotic voice thing.
Yeah, you can just like that. I mean, like, yeah, but you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like own up to things and just really do it. And that's the only thing about these new Star Wars movies. I just kind of, they do that thing where, and I know it's a trend nowadays, and I think it kind of started with Star Wars, but it's this thing where it's just like, you know, the movies that aren't like 100%, you know, loved across the board, let's just put those away. And it's not that they didn't happen, but we don't have to talk about them. I think that to me is like, that's the pussy way out. That's like, I can't own up to like maybe like things that aren't as perfect, you know, because I'll even say that's also my like light complaint to Jurassic World. I just don't like how they kind of tiptoe around like 2 and 3. It's there because you can see the elements of it, but they tiptoe around it like, no, just be fucking open about it. You know what I mean? Like, why hide it? You know what I mean? Because you're saying, fucking 2 and 3 are fucking awesome. I like 2 and 3 more than I like Jurassic World. So it's like, they're fucking great. And here's the thing. Hardcore Jurassic Park fans love 2 and 3. You know what I mean? They really do. And if you're like into the books and everything like that, fucking 3 really starts to make sense.
Wasn't there some Jurassic Park podcast you're listening to and you tuned out of it because all they did is they only liked number 1?
Yeah, they didn't like 2 and 3. I'm like, you guys aren't fucking fans. I'm sorry. A true fan pretty much likes like everything. That's what I consider a fan. Like some people want to make it out there like, I'm a fan of Star Wars, but I only like 4, 5, and 6. You're not a fucking fan. I'm sorry, you're not. You may like Star Wars a lot, but you're not a fan because a fan should like them for pretty much almost everything they do, unless Luke Skywalker was molesting his nephew.
Well, all right, let's take a step back just for a second.
And I'll say, like, if there's a certain movie you're like, you know what, I didn't really care for 8, but I like every other one, that's okay. But if you go, I fucking hate 8, it's the worst thing fucking ever, you're not a fan. I'm sorry, you're not a fan.
I feel it's one of those things where you could still, you know, because I love Batman, but I'm not a fan of Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. I'm just not. I've tried to be, but I still think of myself as a Batman fan because I like a lot of other things Batman. My view is, here's my view. You don't want to just like say, I don't like what they're doing. I'm dropping everything. I'm fucking leaving. Never going to like this shit again. Like very, like, you know, vengefully. That's not the way I think you should handle it if you're a fan. That's kind of more of a fair weather kind of fan right there. I feel like you're still able to, you know, dislike certain parts of the trilogy or dislike certain parts of whatever series. It's just more one of those things of, oh, are they kind of doing, like, do you like the majority of it? I think that makes you a fan. Do you like the majority of it? Then you're a fan. It's not one of those things like, you know, I can look back at Batman Forever and Batman and Robin and see, okay, they were trying to do Adam West, and I recognize that, and I see that. I don't prefer that.
Yeah,
but that's never going to stop me from seeing another Batman movie again, though.
Exactly, and you're not going like, they're the worst things fucking ever. You know, this is how I look at it. I'll use a sports example. Okay, being the true fan is like, okay, like be like, oh, I like the Raiders. And even if the Raiders are fucking losing year after year, you still fucking like them. You still hang out. You still fucking put your Raiders jersey on. Some of these Star Wars fans, I feel like they're the kind of people that are like, oh, I love the Raiders when they're winning Super Bowls. And then the second they don't win Super Bowls, it's like, oh, I like the Steelers now. That's not a fan. That is not a fan. You were just fucking jumping ship for whoever's the winner. And I think that's how a lot of those people are. That like, if they like one movie, in a sense, like that's like it, the fucking, you know, You know, it's like Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park won the Super Bowl, but 2 and 3, they didn't seem to make it all the way. Well, I'm not a fucking fan anymore. You're not a fan of Jurassic Park then. Mm-hmm. You think you are, but you're not. You like it. You know what I mean? But you're not a fan. You're not a diehard fan. You don't live and breathe by the fucking sword, by the lightsaber.
You're not gonna throw yourself on that for it. I'll say, what was I gonna say regarding that for a minute? Regarding fandom, we were talking about Star Wars.
Jurassic Park?
Oh, yeah. Actually, about Disney itself, actually. Disney is always actually pretty self-to-correct, I notice. They're always really good at course-correcting to some extent. Because if you look at, like, whenever they come out with a Marvel movie, at least Marvel, whenever they come out with a Marvel movie and something didn't really, people really point out, this didn't work, that didn't work, it's kind of gone the next movie. Now, I know people
I'd say probably by next year, because it's mostly everything kind of happens in a year, because I'll use this example. It's kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy came out, and as much as I like Guardians of the Galaxy, it kind of jacked up a couple of the other Marvel movies throughout, and it's just like, you know, you think about it, like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 had a little bit more comedy. I still like these movies. I'm just pointing out kind of like the little bit of flaws they have. Spider-Man was a little bit too much like comedy. It had a little too much Iron Man. I guess that has nothing to do with Guardians, but and then, you know, Thor was way too comedy and everything like that. But I think they course corrected, because here's the thing: is like, if somebody complained about that, you know, early on, at like Guardians of the Galaxy, well, they still have to have Spider-Man come out. They still have to have Thor. You know what I mean? It's already the ship's already sailed.
Avengers 3.
And now you look at Avengers 3 and Black Panther. As long as those trailers don't lead us astray like Iron Man 3, I think they've kind of course corrected themselves, making those trailers look fucking sick. They look like I'm watching a legitimate, serious movie. You know, I mean, I expect there's probably a little bit of comedy, of course, but I hope that I hope Black Panther's not just fucking slipping on banana peels and like joking every 3 seconds. It would feel weird, but
I feel like what happened was, I could actually say this about Guardians too. I like I mean, here's the thing. I think I like Guardians 1 and 2 equally, but here's the weird thing. Because Guardians 1, I think, is executed better, but Guardians 2, I think, has better themes and more interesting themes, and I like that story more. But number 1 just executes itself better. It's a little bit more smoother. Where 2, it's like, man, I love everything you're saying, and I love the plot more, but it's just, you enforce the comedy just a little too much. And since I bought it and watched it, comedy's not as jarring as I remember, but it's still noticeable.
It's still there, because I've watched it again too, and it's one of those ones where if they could just minus about 10% of that comedy out, it would be amazing movie. But it still is really good, though. And
that's what I kind of think about in comparison to Force Awakens and Last Jedi. Force Awakens, for what it is, does it very well. Where Last Jedi, it's a better story, and it has more deeper themes, and it's actually trying things a little bit more different. But it's still, it's not as smooth. It's not as easy, because I mean, the whole casino thing, that whole thing was just added another 30 minutes to it that didn't need to be there.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, I think that casino world looks cool, but it is, it's just like, nothing as far really as the story goes, it's just kind of, it's just, it is kind of extended, and it's one of those ones, like, if there was pod racing in it, or if you gave me something that was, like, almost weighted, I think that's what I just needed, like, something special there. Like, you need to give me, like, one of those kind of moments, you know what I mean? Or, like, that's just what it needed. Because, like, I'll just say this, like, you don't need that scene. Realistically, you could shave a half an hour off that movie and just be like, where's this Master Kohlberger? You're Asian, right? You're good at math. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, I'm black. I'm a janitor. He must be good at math. You know what I mean?
Even the galaxy far, far away, we still can escape these stereotypes. Ha, 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 ha.
So, you know, you could have had that, but it's like, if you're going to give me that, let's just say that scene's already in there. You're going to give me the janitor, or you're going to give me the janitor scene. You're going to give me the casino scene. Give me some moments, like, give me something that can pull me back from, like, you know, like, that's the perfect time to have. As I said, like, pod racing would have been so cool just to have a pod racing scene in there. And then, like, just think about it, maybe they jump into, like, Sir Bulba's pod race or something like that, and they're fucking crashing through the casino and stuff like that, and just, like, going through, maybe, like, someone's head gets caught in the laser things, or like, oh! Like, you know, fucking Jar Jar was when he, like, fucking licked it or whatever he did.
I mean, I think that something you even could do, and I know we're being armchair directors here, but something you even could do was, we have this prisoner aboard, and that prisoner could be the Benicio del Toro character.
Or this is what I was thinking too, was you know the chick with the glasses from the first one?
Maz.
And they give her a call and they're like, "Hey Maz, what are you doing?" It would have been kind of cool, like, okay, you know she's doing that shootout or whatever?
Yeah.
Instead, just turn that shootout into like, oh, let me go grab this guy. I have to go kill these people to get him though. And just make like a 5-minute scene and then she fucking like shows up. But also at the same time I was thinking about like, how the fuck did they just kind of take a ship off and the Empire just like doesn't give a fuck because they're just shooting the ass end of this other one?
Yeah, it seemed a little overly complicated. We got to go here to get this guy. Can't get that guy. Got that guy. Let's have some race on some cute fuzzy animals for a minute. Now we're gonna leave.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go to the
Sorry. When I was watching it the second time, I was really thinking like, okay, you know when they free all the horses, they're like, go, go. I really wish, I know this is like so like, because it's like, it's in a movie, but like, I wish that like those ships go like, they're escaping! Kill them before they get out of here! So it's just like, it proves even more that Finn and Rose just fucked up more and more. Like they thought they saved these animals and instead they just executed them.
My thing is like when I hear people say like, oh, they gotta make they're trying to add so much diversity to Star Wars and they're putting SJW shit over plot. It's like, dude, how the fuck did their ethnicity have any effect on the story? It's like one of those things. And besides that, you still got two new main characters that are white, along with Luke, Leia, and Kylo Ren, and then the fucking ginger like Grand Moff Tarkin, Captain Ginger. So it's like, what the fuck are you complaining about?
Well, it's one of those like, I personally think Finn's like my favorite of the new characters.
I like him a lot.
I like Finn a lot, and even Poe's cool too. I like him too. I mean, he's reckless and fucking like kills more people.
He was more likable in the first one because he was just there for a minute and he saved the day.
Because he's kind of a shitty guy, but I still like him. He's like one of those kind of people like he can do some kind of shitty, douchey things, but you still kind of like him.
Well, the thing that's what's ironically enough because the first one. The part when they crashed the TIE fighter, he was meant to die right there. And I don't know if it was him, if he said, dude, let me stay in the movie longer, or if they just liked him enough so they kept around. Because when they're leaving the Star Destroyer in Force Awakens, you can't help but like, the part when they're inside the ship, and Finn's like shooting at the bad guys, and he's like, never got your name. Oh, F1237 or whatever. Like, I don't like it. I'm going to call you Finn. Oh, nice to meet you, Paul. Nice to meet you, Finn. Let's do this.
Like, call you Kuta Kente.
What's your name, boy?
Since I pretty much saved you, I think it's my right to name you.
Finn be good. Finn no run no more.
Oh, no. But I kid you not, like I like Finn. Like I want to see him actually have more kind of. I mean, obviously he's still got stuff, but I feel like that's the character that's gonna kind of come around. Because right now he's more like the. I don't like to really use the word like relatable, but like he sort of is the everyman character. Like, hey, you work a shitty blue collar job, right?
He didn't want to work.
Yeah,
he saw it out. He took it. He's got it over his head.
You one time voted Republican, didn't you? Finn's your man. You know what I mean? You made some mistakes in life, but look, you can correct them. That's kind of like who Finn is. That's what I like about him. You know, but Poe's just more like the guy's like, yeah, you went to Space Academy, right?
Well, Poe is like, let me say this, because within that short period, their friendship, it's just like when they get in that, it's very sudden, but it is like, man, these guys are space bros. I want to see these guys go on adventures together. And like, aw, his space bro died. Yeah. And there's like, oh, his space bro is still alive. Look at that. And they only just gonna like fist bump on their way to the ship. Like, all right, good for you guys. Then Poe's basically we just see him in the cockpit and like do some fighting some Death Star shit. And then this movie we actually see him around for a minute longer and realize, oh man, he's kind of fucking shit up. It's just kind of like, yeah, this dude's cool. I invited him in to come live with us. Like, we just met the guy. Oh, that one day we hung out with him, he's totally cool.
Yeah, we got one day, we assume he's a good guy.
He's the coolest guy ever from that one day we hung out. Like, oh, okay, if you say so. And he's already coming in, blowing shit, setting fires in your house.
Killing people, yeah, you know what I mean? He fucking leaves the fucking gas on as you get out of the apartment.
It's just a joke to him.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I even like the part where, like, as soon as they acknowledge that, because as soon as they say, like, all right, so we're going to go there, and we're going to blow it up. Not yet.
He gets all antsy.
Yeah.
No, but, yeah, overall, though, it's like, yeah, I actually enjoyed that Star Wars much more second time around. And I think that's the thing. I think more people just need to give it the second time view, because I've learned that more and more in my life, that lots of times you can't let one view of a movie kind of be your determination, because the thing is you go in there with different expectations. I mean, I've always used the Fight Club as an example. It's like, you go in there and the first thing you go, Brad Pitt's not fucking real, this movie's fucking stupid. But then once you realize later, like, oh yeah, if I had a second personality, I'd totally think of myself as Brad Pitt. And it all starts to click. And that's how a lot of these movies are. It's just like, once you already know what's going on, and then you go in there and watch it, and then you can kind of go, okay, cool. You know what? Everything in that, because that's the thing about that movie, is like, everything in that movie kind of works. Even if it's not the direction I would have gone, it's like, I get it. I understand why they chose that path, and since I know how it goes, I like it. You know what I mean? Just yeah. If you would have given me pod racing and more lightsabers, that's all I'm asking for. It's all he's asking for. It's all he's asking for. A little bit of pod racing, so maybe some more lightsabers
and more
and more. I wish Luke Skywalker actually lived a little longer, but that's okay. Maybe he'll come back some other day.
Another draft. Oh, there you go. Saved it at the end.
Well, I assume he'll be like Obi-Wan Kenobi in the next one. He'll just be like sitting there, like.
Apparently, they're gonna do which is like, man, if my dad doesn't come by, Ben doesn't come by, just the fucking puppet.
Yeah, nobody. Well, that's another thing too. It's like, I thought, I mean, once again, this is like armchair directing. I'm like, that would have been a good part just to have, like, because you know what I mean. Like, obviously nowadays they just
Qui-Gon comes by like, yo, what's up?
Yeah, you could have had like all those guys fucking sitting there just for a cool reference. You know what I mean? Because you could have had Ben Kenobi in there. Just like what they did with Grand Moff Tarkin. You know what I mean? You could have had, I think just would have had Hayden Christensen in there. Like, why not?
I think you still go original. Because it just.
I mean, I'd go original, but like now, this sounds weird. The Hayden Christensen, I think it's kind of like, it's not necessary like when they replace the other guy. But I will say, in this movie, I think it should be. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he should, I think it should be him. Just for the fact that like, you know, once he kills it, we're like, to Luke Skywalker, it's like, who the fuck's that guy up there? Oh, that's what your dad looks like when he's not all fucking messed up.
Oh, damn.
Shit, I just found this old, dilapidated, bald white guy in there. I thought the whole time he was black. I was really banking on my dad was this cool black guy in space, but I guess not.
Not the case.
But yeah, out of all that Star Wars talk, that kind of led us into a little bit of a Jurassic Park thing. And it's kind of funny. It's like in the last like month or so, I've just been in this like huge, I guess you could say, Jurassic Park / just dinosaur like mood. Where and this is actually before the trailer came out. The trailer just happened to come out when I was already in this mood for Jurassic, Park 5, which is awesome. But, I've just been like, I went back and I kind of reread Jurassic Park 1, and then I've been in the process of, Lost World. I played through Dino Crisis 1 and 2, so there's some handful of Jurassic Park games and so on. And it's just that kind of like, oh man, just going back and just all these different things with dinosaurs and so on. And it's just like, because that's the thing, is like, I love Star Wars, but I've always looked at Jurassic Park like that to me, like the level that people love Star Wars, that's how I feel about Jurassic Park. That to me has always been like, I guess you could say like my trilogy. I know there's 4 and 5 of them now, but you know what I mean? Like that was always how I looked at it. Some people have Star Wars, some people have Indiana Jones, some people have Star Trek, some people maybe have 007 and so on, but Jurassic Park is always that one. I like 007 pretty darn close.
Yeah, well, I feel like they're trying to get that's the thing about, what was it? Jurassic World, it was trying to do that thing where it was trying to prepare another generation, keep it vague enough for another generation, like you could see this without seeing the original, but then enough little like nods and winks to the original where apparently this one's going to be more, I mean, even the plot-wise, it's more like the Lost World. They're going to save the dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think that looks cool. I just hope that they just add, because that's the only thing about Lost World. Lost World could have just used just a little bit more like cameos / just pointing out things kind of going on.
I mean, Jurassic World or Lost World?
Jurassic World.
Okay.
Not Lost World, because Lost World's the second one.
Yeah.
But it's like, I hope in this one it's like, okay, cool, you see Ian Malcolm in there. It's like, and I'm assuming that's probably always going to be. I don't think he's going to be anywhere else but that like board meeting. But it's like, well, just throw an Alan Grant cameo in there. Just throw a Vince Vaughn cameo in there. Just throw, Sarah Harding, or and you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Just like some of these ones in there.
Wouldn't surprise me if they brought
Joe Kirby. I don't give a fuck. Like,
wouldn't surprise you if they brought Laura Dern back, because she's kind of had this big kind of resurgence over the last couple of years.
Yeah, she's just been in a couple of things here and there. So
she's
that'd
the
be
mom
awesome.
and she's the mom in F is for Family.
Yeah, that's right. She's in that one, and she's in the new Star Wars and so on. So.
I like how I go to F is for Family over Star Wars.
Oh yeah, no. So it's like, yeah, I just hope they do that, because I think there's that thing where I know what they're doing. It's like, yeah, they want to make like a new series just like Star Wars, where you kind of, because that's how the 7 and 8 is. I mean, you don't technically have to watch the other ones to kind of get what's going on, but
it helps.
And it's one of those, we live in this day and age, like, that to me feels like that's what you do back in the old days. You know what I mean? Like when you knew people couldn't just easily go out and watch Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3, you would kind of make the next movie like, it's a jumping on point. But nowadays, I feel like, how fucking hard is it for you to grab Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3? You go down to fucking Walmart or Target, you got fucking Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3. I bet you, out of any one of your friends or family, somebody has Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3.
On a 3-disc collection,
yeah,
$15.
Exactly. So it's like, well, it's like, it's not, it's not the fucking 70s, you know what I mean? We don't need to do this like that. Mm-hmm. I think that it's kind of weird to sort of like not acknowledge things as much. I mean, I don't feel like you have to go hardcore. You don't want to be like Arrow. That's an example of like, because whenever I look at that show, it's like,
remember this one thing from episode 2 in season 1?
Well, God, that show, it's like, if there was no way, especially double if you didn't really know Green Arrow in the first place, but there was no way you could jump into, like, season 4 of that show and expect to know what the fuck was going on. It's like, it's almost like
Are they still doing the flashbacks before he got home and all that?
I don't know, I haven't watched it in years, because I got overwhelmed with there was just too many superhero shows at once that, like, I had to, like, I only got time for one, I guess it's Gotham. But,
when you were watching it, were they still doing the flashback thing?
Yeah, they still were, because it hadn't gotten 5 seasons yet by that point. Because I haven't watched it in like about 2 seasons probably. It was just like overwhelmed.
I fell behind on Flash.
Yeah, I was just like, well, yeah, I was like, I dropped Flash off first, and then I dropped Arrow and so on, and it's like, yeah, and then there's like, everything else, fucking Supergirl, and it was just, it's too much.
I'm just
like,
imagining you as Stallone in Cliffhanger, just grabbing that girl's hand, but it's like it's fucking Stephen Amell, like, no, let go, I won't let you go. It slows down, like flip, like. Just no music, just falling. And
yeah, exactly.
Because you were like obsessed with that show.
I was. It's just one of those ones. I think it's just like, because the thing about TV, it's just like there's only so much time. It's like, well, especially if you're doing other stuff. I think it's like, the average Joe, they always say like watches like 5 hours of TV a day. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. You know what I mean? Like
I couldn't do that.
I do not. I just don't have that free time. That's like that's fucking business right there. It's like there's no way I could do that. I'm lucky. I feel like whatever I have before I go to bed. So that's like. So that's when I mostly just watch movies and so on. But yeah, so we are getting that. Well, one thing I want to kind of talk about before we all wrap this up, I actually want to talk about it since the very beginning, but we didn't. We just kind of got distracted on things. But I got Pizza Boys 4 out right now, and it's up on Amazon right now. Of course, it'll take its sweet time to come up on Comixology. But that took, once again, its sweet time. It took about 4 months or so almost to put this thing together.
4 months for issue 4.
Yeah, 4 months for issue 4. And, it was a little bit longer. It ended up being like 29 pages all in all. I guess you could say 29.
It's really good though. I think it's your best one yet.
Yeah, people keep saying that's like the best one. It's like, so that's kind of cool. Because when I was making it, I felt like, I'm like, this almost feels like there's enough material that it could have been like a 2-parter issue, And instead, I kind of almost have like a drop-off sort of in. But I feel like it works because the whole point is it's all about making movies and how, like, the way I've always looked at, when we make movies back in the day, like, with our friends and so on, is that, like, it starts off great, you know what I mean? Like, you get an idea and you're like, dude, this is going to be such a fucking awesome movie. And you tell your friends about it and they're like, dude, I can't wait to fucking film it. Yeah! And they get so fucking excited. But then the second that you start shooting it, mostly day 1, day 2, they can a lot of times go good, but then people, like, either, like, they're kind of, like, fun seems the way off because they don't like, I think a lot of people look at movie making like, oh, it's all fun and games, but they don't realize, no, it's a fucking job like anything else, you know what I mean? It's like, It's like fixing your plumbing or, moving furniture. It's like, yeah, for a half an hour, it's not so bad, but once you start doing it for like 8 hours at a time, it becomes work. And that's where people start to, lose it. We've had it before where you get friends where you say, oh yeah, we'll be there at 3 o'clock, and then they never fucking show up, or, they come by and it's just like they kind of give half-ass performances and so on because they're not into it. You know what I mean? It's not their lifestyle. It's not who they are. They're just doing it as fun and a hobby. And in life, you can't really do things as hobbies. You know what I mean? You have to. I feel like you have to go 100% or not go at all because there just isn't enough time to fucking hobby stuff. You know what I mean? And
that's what your book's all about.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna do something, do it. Don't fucking just like kind of want to do it because kind of want to do it doesn't get you anywhere in life. You know what I mean? You gotta go the distance. And I feel like that goes with anything creative. And I know that's almost kind of how this is too. It's like, and sometimes if you can't get something done right, you know what I mean? You may have to switch gears and so on. I mean, that's what we did, like, because the whole point is like, we were doing fucking live action, and then we got to the point where it's like,
frustrated with people.
Yeah, let's do fucking animation. You know why? Because we can do all the acting, we can draw any location, any character, and so on, and it kind of just makes it easier. But the whole point of Pizza Boys 4 is just to kind of go like, remember the good old days of making movies with friends and doing indie films and all that good stuff, and how much fun yet frustrations can be had with it. Because here's the thing, if movie making could go 100% smooth, it'd be the greatest thing ever. And if all your buddies were down 100% for it, it would be great. But you realize you just can't trust people. And you realize that even though they can be your friends, it doesn't mean that they want to help you out 100%, you know?
Yeah.
And I guess that could be the same. You know, you could probably take that in other contexts. You could do it where, you know, like let's just say somebody else is like, oh, I'm working on my car. Well, yeah, you would come over and help them for a couple hours. But if he said like, hey, could you come over and help me for 40 hours?
People are like,
you know what I mean? Like, even myself, you know, you can't think about like, well, I don't want to go fucking do that for 40 hours. I'll help you for a little bit, but you know what I mean? Like, you can't do that.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? It's not my thing.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's when people say they want to do it, but then they don't commit to it. That's more and it's all about the frustration of that, and also the funny things of the story. I'll say this without trying to like, you know, suck our own dicks too hard, because you know, Pizza Boys is always like semi-autobiographical. Reading this, I'm like, our lives are kind of funnier and kind of more interesting than I thought they were. It took a comic to point this out, because I'm reading like, well, this happened, that happened. Oh, yeah, that is actually kind of, you know, so.
Well, that's the thing, is mostly everything in Pizza Boys is pretty much all, like, actually happened. I might just turn it up to, like, 11. That's kind of how I look at it. You might have a real
reaction or whatever.
You might have a real event that's, like, a 7, so you just turn it just a little bit farther than normal. I mean, I think that's how Seinfeld is. That's how, you know, Always Sunny in Philadelphia is. You know, those things probably are kind of based off real things. You just take it to that next point that, like, it wouldn't happen like this in real life, but you can do it kind of there. But, yeah, make sure to check that out. And then next, now I'm putting together the graphic novel of issues 1, 2, 3, and 4, and hopefully we'll have all kinds of cool guest covers and so on in there, and some special features, and all sorts of fun stuff. And then I'll probably wait just a little bit of time to put that together, just so that, you know, it's not right back to back with number 4 and so on. But go from there. Make sure to check out Pizza Boys. Check it out on Amazon. And it's Pizza Boys with a Z. You need that for Amazon because it will autocorrect you every time.
It does.
But other than that, check out oldmanorange.com for more podcasts, cartoons, all kinds of other fun stuff. I'm Spencer Scott Holmes.
And I'm Ryan Dunigan.
We'll see you some other time.
Later, folks.
Thanks for listening to the Old Man Orange podcast. Check out our website at oldmanorange.com for even more podcasts, cartoons, videos, music, and more. Send us an email at oldmanorangepodcast@yahoo.com. Be sure to subscribe, share, rate, and review us on iTunes, Podomatic, or any of the other fine sites we might be located on. And if you want to help out even more, click on the Amazon or GameStop links on our webpage before you make any purchases there. Won't cost you a penny, but it sends us a little something our way. Thanks for listening, and tune in next week to Old Man Orange.
Oi, this is the Bruvs of thebruvs.com. If you want a podtastic podcasting Christmas, be good. We're not officially Santa's helpers, but we're watching you.